So we live in a completely different era than we did just 24 hours ago. We are now in a time where optics are going to be bigger, adoption is going to take place faster, and altcoins like ADA and many others are going to take some very significant legs towards new all-time highs, probably a lot sooner than what people are realizing. And this is all made possible because Bitcoin has officially crossed $100,000. So I want to talk about what this looks like with you guys, as well as the situation that's going on with Margex currently. I know a lot of people have had questions about that. I'm Luckside. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So just looking at Bitcoin, guys, I watched this happen live last night, and boy, was this exciting. We officially have a six-figure Bitcoin. It actually ran all the way up to $104,100. That is the new all-time high. It's going to get very tricky to talk about six-figure BTC, and people have had questions about, where do we see resistance and things like that. And Bitcoin is currently in price discovery. It can get very volatile. It can move very quickly. I'm not even sure what leverage positions are going to do. That's the reason this was possible last night. We talked about the leverage up between 98K and 100K, and we started getting into that. And then it was a very, very short run to this huge breakout that Bitcoin has had. So this is very exciting. And now this is where things kind of change in the industry, because we started to see some adoption from institutional money. We started to see some adoption in terms of government embrace, right? But really, where this hadn't really clicked in a huge way yet was retail. All right. So we've still been in this 5 to 6% of the world currently in crypto. We're still waiting to kind of surge into mass adoption. But now you're going to see Bitcoin be a very focal part of discussion. You're going to see crypto in general being a very focal part of some of these discussions on, financial shows. People are going to be talking about it more because of this psychological threshold. Wow, I can't speak. Because this psychological threshold has now been breached. And this just made adoption easier. It's kind of crazy to think about that. The highest adoption for the crypto market is going to take place with over $100,000 BTC. Absolutely wild. Now, that being said, we are starting to see alts kind of heat up a little bit. ADA back on the pump, back up to $1.23. Again, pushing this trend like we talked about yesterday. And the more it presses its head, the more it presses its head on this, guys, the higher likelihood there is that it's going to break out to the upside. Obviously, yes, we dealt with some significant pullbacks yesterday, but it's incredible the level of resilience and strength that ADA has here. I mean, it pushed back over 10%, and it's really trying hard to break this trend. And it's only a matter of time until it breaks through. Again, the optics, the capital flowing in from outside the space, they are going to push a lot of blue chip assets up. And we're finally getting into that point where we're starting to see, Ethereum outpace BTC just a little bit. It doesn't look like it on this daily candle, but we're getting more on track with a normal market cycle. You guys can see what ETH has done over this period of time. I mean, just since November 5th, gosh, ETH is up 64%. Okay. So we're kind of falling back into the normal part of the market cycle, meaning that ETH has to outpace BTC, meaning that large cap coins will follow in suit, meaning that you're probably going to see ADA and many of these other blue chip assets start to take some big legs again. And even there are some prominent analysts in the space like Dan Gambardello. I'm sure you guys have heard of Dan, but he's actually projecting that ADA may in fact hit a new all-time high sometime in the next 30 to 60 days. And that is actually 100% possible. Would not surprise me at all. It is a very, very short ride from here to $3. All right. And people may say, oh yeah, it took us this long for ADA to get from 32 cents to $1.23. It's not the same thing. Thinner levels of liquidity, basically 1 cent jumps become 10-cent jumps. I mean, think about it this way, right? For us to move 10 cents right now, that's a 10% move. When ADA moved 3 cents down here, it was a 10% move. Hopefully that makes sense. It's the same reason why BTC jumps happen in the terms of thousands rather than single dollars, right? Yes, they can move in single dollars, but hopefully you guys get the point. These moves are going to be faster. They're going to be more volatile, right? This is really where it benefits people that have gotten in early, that have paid attention and have accumulated while there have been discounts in the market. What I will say right now is we're getting a little bit of a dead cat bounce on the, dead cat bounce on the BTC dominance chart. This isn't a surprise at all. I said down here, I wouldn't be surprised if we got a little bounce, but what we're doing is exactly what we did back here last market cycle, BTC fought back against this several times before really this continuation, this big drop. And again, this all started in January and kind of rolled downhill. You guys can see even the dead cat bounce here. It's going to go faster. It's going to drop quicker. Alts are going to get hit with even more people, exponential growth there, exponential growth in terms of capital. And this is where ADA can really take some major legs here, right? Again, altcoin season index at an 85 right now. I mean, guys, we're in it. ADA's still at the top here, looking really good. I would not be surprised if, by the time we get to spring, we are talking easily new all-time highs in terms of ADA. This isn't a guarantee. This isn't financial advice or anything like that. So I'm excited about what is coming. Now, let's talk about Margex, because a lot of people have had question. You guys know I've talked about Margex here on the channel. I'm a Margex user myself. And basically, this is the statement that they came out and made. So to kind of break this down for you, what essentially happened is they saw extreme volatility from XRP. We obviously saw extreme volatility from XRP. And what happened was the auto deleveraging mechanism for XRP USD trading pair did not function as intended. Following the liquidation of short positions, the corresponding long positions were not deleveraged, resulting in a counterparty incurring unprecedented negative balances, refusing to settle XRP trades and requiring us to claw back previously settled trades. So basically what happened is they have liquidity providers that provide the profit, right? It comes from somewhere. Okay. And what happens is, because this mechanism wasn't functioning properly, they were getting hit with a huge negative balance, and they're like, nope, screw you. We're not providing this capital, meaning that there wasn't enough money to go around. Hopefully that makes sense. So it's not a good thing. Frankly, right? And I'm not here to talk bad about the platform. I hope they get this figured out. This is why I took a little time to digest this and see if this was an isolated incident, which it looks like it just is in terms of XRP. And this may, in fact, have to do just with the volume of long positions versus short positions in general, too. We know that ratio was insanely out of whack, and that's not your guys' problem. It's their problem. And this is why they rolled back all the trades. It's not a good thing, not an exciting thing. I would obviously exercise caution. Me personally, I have closed half of my ADA long position. I still have the other half open. Again, I'm just making sure I tread lightly here. I am looking at some other platforms as well. But I feel like I really wanted to talk about this with you guys, because there were a lot of questions. There's been a lot of things popping up. It sucks. It's not great. Yeah, that's really all. I can't support or condone what's happened there, but I just wanted to share all this with you guys. I will say I am excited for this continuation of alt season, the big explosions that we have ahead of us. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Where do you think things are headed from here? Have a great day. Show your love below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.